Hi, you guys. This is Pam Burrows, and I am an independent prover with the company Pruvit. I'm making this video because I want to be able to condense answering questions that I've gotten in my inbox over the last 2 months about my decision to no longer continue to be a Beachbody coach and move over to the company Pruvit. Lots of people are asking me very, very similar questions, so that I don't have to keep re-answering the questions. I decided it would just be easier to answer them here and make a video that's just going to go over basically, I guess it would be kind of a little bit of my experience and then some of the questions that I get asked over and over, and I can help answer them and maybe give some people some insight on what Pruvit is all about and how it differs from what my experience was with Beachbody. So a little bit about why I'm no longer with Beachbody and a little bit about my experience with Beachbody. I became a Beachbody coach, now it was like 3 years ago, actively being a coach for a good 2.5 years. My intent with Beachbody was to be able to share my positive experience with the company that I had by doing the workouts and the nutrition programs, which I will always stand by them being top notch. I still do the workouts. To me, there's nothing better on the market out there for fitness, and so it's nothing against the company and their programs. I think they're completely amazing, and I still continue to do them and will recommend them forever. Then I realized there was a business end to Beachbody also that gave opportunities to create an income for myself and my family, and looked into it and researched it like I do with everything before I make a decision, and decided that this was something that could be a great opportunity for me and my family. And I dove into the Beachbody coaching world, which is separate than the just doing the workouts and being a customer of Beachbody. So I spent literally 2.5 years of every free moment I had trying to build that Beachbody business up, because my intent was, honestly, I believed in wholeheartedly that I would be able to duplicate my income at my full-time job and be able to leave that and be a Beachbody coach full-time. So I truly believed in it. I did all the activities that we were supposed to do as a Beachbody coach. I actively attended events. I was active within the coach group. I recruited people. I put challenge groups together every month. I sold the challenge packs. I hit Success Club all the time. I think in the 2.5 years I was a coach, I maybe missed Success Club 4 times. So I was doing all the activities we were supposed to do that was supposed to build success in the business. But I was really kind of felt like a hamster on a wheel. I was not getting anywhere. At about 2.5 years of doing this, and I literally got up at 5 in the morning, did my workout, posted on social media, got my daughter ready for school, got myself ready for work, went to work and worked a 9 to 5, came home, did homework, did activities that my daughter had for her own life, and then I'd sit down and sit at the computer and do more and more and more Beachbody till I was exhausted and went to bed at midnight and got up again 5 hours later and did it over and over and over and over. And it was like I said, I felt like a hamster on a wheel, just getting nowhere as far as the business end goes. I loved interacting with people, helping people meet their fitness goals. I loved all of that. But we can't deny the fact that anyone that gets into Beachbody coaching or any network marketing, as a matter of fact, there's a business end to it, and it's not just, I just want to help people. Because you can help people for free. You can certainly start a group on Facebook, put your friends, family in there. We could all support each other and be accountable, and it's free. So we all know that there's a financial reason why we all decided to become coaches, was to make a certain income to supplement whatever our family brought in or replace our full-time job income. I mean, there's a whole gamut of ranges as to why people did it, but of course some of it has to do with the income. And the business model with Beachbody just was not going to work for me or what my business goals were. So it did take me a while to kind of step away and decided I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't enjoy it. I had no passion for it anymore. I would wake up and my phone would have notifications on it of people that had messaged me, and I didn't even want to open them. I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep doing the challenge groups and making a description for the challenge group and making a cover picture and making the daily posts that need to go into the challenge group and uploading the files that need to go into the challenge group and then putting all the people in the challenge group to just talk to yourself anyway and having 90% of the people not even interact in the group. I couldn't do it anymore. So I backed away and I stepped away from it. And I'm going to tell you that next day when I got up after I truly decided I'm not doing this anymore was like a weight was lifted off me. I felt like I had taken on 2.5 years of responsibility added to my already crazy busy life, and it was gone. Like I didn't have that responsibility anymore, just to ultimately have all of these tasks I was doing that didn't at all measure out in what I was getting paid to do them. Not even remotely close, and it wasn't moving. It was not a, you start off and you expect there's going to be some struggles as you're learning, and then you're going to start doing this. That never happened. I got paid from week 1. I hit Success Club 17 my first month as a coach. Always got paid, never didn't get paid. So it was always like there was a steady climb, and then it just did this. And then it slowly started to do this. And I was like, even when it was at its peak, it was still not at all remotely weighing out for the amount of time I was putting into it. So I decided I can't do it anymore. I stopped doing it. I was able to take a step back. I wasn't in the culture of everything that's Beachbody anymore. I was able to really stop, look at the big picture and where people were going in the organization, and notice that there wasn't much growth within the organization in the team that I was in, and could see that it wasn't going to be that way for most people, and was able to then realize what I thought was going to be achievable for me wasn't going to be achievable. It just wasn't. It didn't matter what I did, how much time I worked, it wasn't going to happen. So I was done. I was done, and it took me stepping away from the Beachbody culture to realize there are other avenues out there. It isn't all like I've signed up now and now I'm locked into this MLM and all my heart and soul has to go into this and there's no way I could ever move to something else. Once I was away from it and had some time to breathe and some time to look at what I wanted in my life and have some just time to myself, I was then able to realize there are other avenues out there. And I started looking into what the other avenues were. And that is how I kind of came into Pruvit. I came aware of Pruvit just basically in general social media world. Like occasionally a random post about Pruvit or ketones would kind of come across my newsfeed, or I'd see a video on YouTube and I disregarded most of it. I was like, I don't even know what they're talking about, and just scrolled. But it kept coming back to me and coming back to me. And finally I was like, what is this that keeps coming to me? There were other MLMs that came my way and I never acted on them, never thought about them. This one, for some reason, kept presenting itself to me. It kept presenting itself to me, and I was like, okay, the universe is presenting this to you for a reason. You need to look at what this is. So I started looking into what it was able to network with some other people that were also involved in the company, and had some phone calls and got my questions answered. And just like I had done prior to becoming a Beachbody coach, I researched the hell out of it and decided I think that this is more a business model that's going to work for what I'm trying to accomplish for my own life. So I decided to try the product, because I'm not going to promote something that I don't even believe in or think is relevant to my lifestyle. So I had made a purchase to try a 10-day experience of the ketones. And during those 10 days, did a lot of research about what ketones were and what ketosis is and what exogenous ketones are when you drink them, and tried the product and was blown away. It was like a whole nother level to my own health and fitness journey that wasn't there before. I felt very plateaued. I felt like I was kind of spinning my wheels, but I was still working out and eating clean, and I'm not OCD about it, but I was just, nothing was happening, and I knew I needed something else. And I took ketones and I was like, whoa, this is like the craziest thing. Like, your body is now functioning as like optimal level. I'm now like felt like the lights were turned down for me, and I'm like, this is insane. And I felt this way within like 2 days. And I knew right away, I'm like, oh, what people were saying or what, I'd see on YouTube. It wasn't just people just BSing a YouTube video to make it all sound great. Like, I was experiencing it myself, and I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm not going to share this. I'm definitely doing this. So I was like, I'm definitely doing this. So I signed up with Pruvit. I've since stopped being a Beachbody coach, and I'm now getting to share the amazing product that Pruvit provides, and it's unbelievable. And if you've never tried the ketones, I don't even care if you get them from me. You need to try ketones in your life, because you will be like, what is this? Trust me, you need to try it. But anyway, so once people started obviously realizing through my social media that things were changing, I would get messages from people, of course, saying, what are you doing? So the number one question I get from people in my message box, from Beachbody coaches, friends, whomever, is, oh, you're no longer doing Beachbody. And I will explain to them, I still do the workouts. I still believe in the workouts as being bar none the best out there. Yes, I still do Beachbody's workouts, but I will explain their business model was not at all going to match up with what my business goals were. So I've chosen not to be a Beachbody coach anymore. And that's been fine. I've never gotten pushback from anybody saying, well, oh, you're just promoting anything now? Or that never happened. There was no pushback. I realized people are interested in what your life experience is. So if you have promoted and talked up and talked about some favorite steakhouse that you go to all the time, and you always talk about it because they have the best prime rib you've ever had, and then a new steakhouse opens up and you go try it and realize this is even top notch, better than the steakhouse I liked before, and you start telling people about that steakhouse, people don't jump on you and call you a traitor, or they just are happy that you're sharing your own experiences. And if you find something that works for you and is better or best, or you share that, right? So that's all I did. I started sharing what I experienced, and people wanted to know what I was talking about. There was no pushback from anybody other than the question, are you not with Beachbody anymore? That is the only question I ever got from anybody. Nothing else, ever. So that is a question I get from people. Another question I get is, how would I ever afford to start over with a new MLM? Oh, my guinea pigs are funny. So how would I afford to start over? And what I experienced with Pruvit is they're so amazing with their comp plan. It's like none other. There was never a point where I had to start over, if you will, or rebuild and ramp up my business again. That never happened. They have an amazing quick, fast start program to realize that people who come onto their company may have left other companies to do that. And they realize they want to be able to compensate those people. You put in the work, Pruvit will compensate you with bonuses during that first 30 days to show you work a little bit, you work hard, they're going to benefit you. They're going to comp you for that. So there are bonuses within the first 30 days that are amazing. I'm in my 3rd month now, and I can tell you right now, each month individually, I have made more money than my best month at Beachbody times 5 each month. Because it's a completely different setup. There are all these bonus structures that as you move up in rank and as you build volume, it kind of unlocks other bonuses and other opportunities for you, which is like right up my alley, because I'm super competitive. And if someone dangles something in front of me, when Beachbody would dangle a bobblehead in front of me, I was like, well, what do I need to do? I've got to win it. I'm going to win it. I'm going to do it. Well, if someone's dangling cash in front of you and says, meet these criterias, and there's a bonus at the end if you do it, well, if you're that type of person that's going to like jump all over those kind of like action plans to reach a goal at the end. So another difference in the company Pruvit is that you don't have to buy anything to remain an active prover or promoter. There's nothing that you have to buy. In fact, just basic action plans in doing this business will get your product paid for. And I haven't bought any product myself at all. In fact, my product has been completely free just based on how they set up their programs and how you can go ahead and get your product for free. So you don't have to purchase anything or remain a certain amount of volume to remain considered an active promoter with the company. So that's a wonderful perk, in my opinion. The other thing I get asked, what's the comp plan like compared to Beachbody's? It's so totally different that I could never even go into it in this video. Just a little points I can make about it is, with Beachbody, you have the binary leg plan where you had to balance your legs and have your coaches here and balance your volume so that you could get paid and rank advance and have all of the perks that Beachbody offered as long as you were balanced and have the right people in the right spots. And this is not that at all. It is not binary. It is you and then the people under you and the people under them and the people. There is no legs to balance. There is nothing where all your work and you have volume that you've built on your work yourself. It doesn't sit there on a strong leg and you're not getting paid for that. And you're only getting paid for, how it works with the weak leg and you're cycling. And you may have all this volume of the work that you have done that just sits there that you don't get paid for. Where with Pruvit, you get paid on all your volume. All the work you did yourself, they reward you for that and pay you for the volume. It doesn't sit in some bank somewhere hoping that you can balance this leg over here and get that volume to work up its way to you. You get paid on the work you put in. And that's another amazing thing is you get paid on your own work. You are not having to sign people under you and put all your hopes and dreams that these people under you will see the vision and see and do what they said they wanted with the company and with the opportunity for you to have any success. For you to rank advance, they need to rank advance. For you to get a bonus for being whatever level that you want to be, they need to then rank advance so that you can rank advance and you can get the bonus. So all your hopes and dreams are in the work of other people instead of your own merit and your own work ethic. And I know I worked damn hard at Beachbody and got nowhere because there's people under you that don't want to work damn hard and don't care. And you just sit there like, all right, well, I'm just stuck here now. You can't move, you can't grow, you can't do anything. And all of your work is relying on the work of others, which is crazy. And the Pruvit is not that at all. I have, like I said, financially done so much better on 100% my merit because the first month with Pruvit, I didn't have anyone under me. Nobody. But I made 5 times as much as I ever made with Beachbody in 1 month based on everything that I had done myself, which is huge. I mean, let's face it. There's nothing worse than you've put in all this effort and work to watch other people not do anything and it affects you. That plays on your head, and there's only so much of that you can take before you're like, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. So that is huge too. Another question. Do I have to run challenge groups? No, you don't have to run challenge groups. I have one group that I have all my customers in, and it's just a very organically run group. It's there for ideas, support, camaraderie, friendship, just, it's there. I put everyone in there. It organically runs itself. I'm in there interacting every day with the people, but it's not like it was where you felt like, I need to have a Monday post. I need to have a Tuesday post. I've got to go to Hootsuite and schedule the post. And it's none of that. It's just one group and you can have one or not. Or you could just do a group chat. You could do nothing. You can do a monthly challenge group if you want to do a monthly challenge group, if that's your thing. But by all means, it's not going to be necessary to have success or necessary to feel that you have to come up with a new theme every single month for what this challenge group is going to be and how you're going to promote it and how you're going to make an event to get people in it. No, it's so simple that it's funny almost, like how simple it is that you'll just be like, what was I doing? Like, this is so simple. And like all this busy work that we would do with getting groups together and putting a boot camp and a training and a 101 and a push group and all of these things that we were doing, that's all busy work that wasn't necessarily money making activities, done. The company actually does all of this. The company has a training. Pruvit has training every single day at noon, a live half-hour training, Zoom call with different people, different topics, different training topics that everyone in the company can log into, and there's a replay, of course they record it. You can ask questions in the chat. You are there. They put the training together. You are not responsible for having a 30-day boot camp for all your new coaches to then end up having 75% of them not even finish 30 days. It's all provided by the company because they want everyone to do money-making activities. They want everybody to understand that you don't have to do this yourself. We want it to be duplicatable. It's so duplicatable. So if they're doing the training, everybody's doing the same procedure. It's not team A does it this way and team B does it this way and this is how I do it and I do a push group, but I do a 30-day boot camp and I leave people on their own, or I have a self-guided training and everyone's training is different. No, it's all the same. It's one product line. It's duplicatable. You can learn it in a day and teach somebody else how to do it in a day. So it's none of that nuttiness. And then it's because it's so duplicatable, it's why it's growing so quickly and why people are so successful, because it's simple, it's duplicatable, it's one product line. You're not trying to show somebody how to do the workouts and how to read the calendar and how to stream it on the TV and how to work the containers and how to make a recipe for the Shakeology and then how to get into the challenge group and check in every day, and then they don't check in and then you're messaging them to follow up. Did you do your workout? It's the whole hand-holding thing, not there. It's gone. Like, yes, you help people. This is changing people's health. It's changing people's lives. And I certainly check in with people. I'm in that group every day talking to them, but it's not the hand-holding that I felt with Beachbody. And I didn't have time for that. I didn't have time. So that doesn't exist. Oh, here's another perk, in my opinion. Ketones is a product that could help anybody. You can be 20 or 80 and having ketones within your system, running your body, burning is a fat source of energy, using fat as its energy source, can help everybody. You have any medical condition, go on Google and search ketones or ketosis and whatever medical issue you're having and see what the research is on that. It helps everybody. Where I felt with Beachbody, you were very, very tunneled into this age range of maybe 20 to 50. And it was very, very much marketed into there. Of course, they're expanding into other avenues now. Maybe they're realizing that they need to start doing that. But it's very rigid into that little time frame of people. And this is this is a product that can help everybody. So that to me was huge. So there's that. What else do I get asked? Oh, this is huge, you guys. The timing. Okay, we can't deny that if you're a hard worker, timing is huge. Pruvit has been an MLM not even 2 years. So this is basically ground floor, and it's not so ground level that they're baby new and they don't have a back office and they don't have training and everyone's just floundering trying to figure out what's going on. They've been around long enough to have those pieces of the puzzle in place. Okay, so there's trainings, there's the back office. It's very, very efficient, but it's new enough. It's so new that they've been able to take the time and look at other MLMs and see where they may have messed up or where their foundation is falling apart and tweak those things to make their company top notch. Like, that's why their comp program is so unbelievable, because they were able to look at other comp programs that weren't working and tweak how it was going to work for them. So timing is huge. Like, you think about people that signed up with Beachbody when that opportunity became available in the first 2 or 3 years. Who are those people now? They're the ones in the Millionaires Club, right? That's just how it is. Like, I'm not saying it's a gimme. You sign up and you're signing up within 2 years and just sit there and you're good to go. Like, we all know there's a work ethic, there's a skill set, there's time that you're going to put into it. There's effort, there's drive. All of those factors, of course, play a huge part. But you can't deny that the timing is a huge component. So there was no way I was missing out on the timing because I could see the big picture. No way was I missing out on that. So let's see, were there any other questions? Those are the questions I get asked the most. If you're a person who was feeling like, who are or is feeling the way I was feeling when I was coming to the end of my Beachbody coaching, if you feel that way, it's okay. You're not locked into one company. It's okay to look at other avenues. And I'm not saying it has to be Pruvit. It can be anything else. If maybe that's not your passion anymore, or it's not serving you, or you're not reaching financial goals or business goals that you had, it's okay to step away for a bit and let yourself feel those feelings and work through them and realize maybe this isn't the avenue that I thought it was. And that's okay. And it's okay that people are reaching out to me, and I'm hoping that this is going to answer a lot of those questions that people ask me all the time. And if there's any other questions you want to elaborate on, you're more than happy to message me personally. I'm happy to go over or talk to anybody about this opportunity because it's golden and this product is amazing. And for me, it's been one of the best decisions I've made, and I'm so glad I felt what was speaking to me in the universe and I took action on it. So if there's anything else you want help with, you can reach me. I'll put all my contact info in the video so you'll be able to reach out to me or message me, of course, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Thanks.